Okay, so you want to buy a used four-post car lift because the prices on the new ones are crazy. So here are some of the things that you can expect. The first thing you have to consider is how the heck you're going to get it from where it is back to your house, to your garage. And I was lucky to find a place that was close enough that were willing to deliver it. So that was a major thing. These lifts, they usually start out around 1,800 pounds, go up. This particular one's about 2,600 pounds. So it's not a small job. There were 5 guys that were here unloading this thing and bringing it in here. If you have a finished garage, you have to consider all the work that's going to need to be done to get this visually appealing. Because right now it came from a shop. It was used every day for how many years? It's covered with grease and it's got some rust on it. Just surface rust, but I don't have to go through all that. First thing is to get all the grease off of it and clean everything up, and that's probably going to take a week by itself. I had it in my mind that I wanted an old school lift that was chain driven and had pneumatic locks. These little cylinders here that when you push a button, it just unlocks all of them at the same time. You're not playing with levers and adjustments and rods. There's none of that. It's just air locks. This is a Magnum. It's a 12,000 pound. It's made by Bendpak, made in the USA. So that's what I wanted. That's what I got. I'll never need 12,000 pounds in this garage, but it's better to have too much than not enough. Should be secure. Now with these, the major things to look for or to understand are the fact that there's 4 chains that operate these, and like right now these chains are pretty rough, so they're either going to require replacement or refurbish, and the chains aren't cheap, so I'm going to try to refurbish these. There's also I think 7 bearings. There's 1 on each corner of the platform, and then there's 3, and there's 2 for the main drive cables, and there's a 3rd one down on this end. Those have to be taken out and cleaned and repacked. The problem with this lift was this on one of the 4 corners, this bearing actually seized, and it caused one of the leveling chains to break. So that's why I got a deal on this. Plus, they threw in these 2 bad boys, the sliding pneumatic lifts. There's foot controlled box, those are brand new. They're a couple of $1,000 a piece, but that was the deal sweetener there. So I guess that's it. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. You have to, if you're buying a used lift, you're buying something that's going to need some work. After being here 12 years, I finally decided to invest in one because I have 3 cars and I have 3 bays, and the business is expanded, and I need this first bay. I need it to work the business. So this car is going to come out of here, go on the lift, and then the other car is going to go underneath it. And what prompted it was I literally rebuilt this Mustang here and drove it 10 miles and then broke the only thing I didn't replace, which was the transmission. So there's going to be a Tremec transmission going into that car, and I refused to do that on jack stands on my back, so that was the straw. Okay, so, well, that's it for now. Stage 1 on the 4-post lift rebuild. I'm going to try to refurbish all the bearings except for the one that has to be replaced, and the chain that broke, I'm going to try and fix that. All these chains, here's a couple of boxes of chain. They all need to be thoroughly cleaned and re-greased. So it's a bit of a messy job, and it's going to take a week to get all this grease off of it. And I'll probably have to wheel each part out individually to pressure wash it. We'll see. I'll do an update in a while.